Hey, Merry Christmas. I guess it's Christmas Eve now. It's after lunch when we're finally getting to the video part here. We had a great celebration at Cleveland Community Chapel this morning, filling Jesus' birthday present as we had the Gideons here and took up an offering to send Bibles into the world. It's Christmas time, and everybody's familiar with the Christmas story with Matthew chapter 2 and the one out of Luke chapter 2. Matthew, you get the wise men, and Luke, you get the shepherds, and the Christmas program put them all together. But I'm going to close out with just a brief message with the Christmas story as it's found in the Gospel of John today. A lot of people say, well, I don't know that there's a Christmas story in John. Well, sure there is. It's just in highly theological terms. And here's what John says about John probably wouldn't even call it a Christmas story. He'd probably call it the incarnational Advent story. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And then we drop down to verse 14 in the same chapter, and it says, the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. Well, the first logical question is who or what is this Word with a capital W here in the King James Version? In the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Well, you and I as Christians, you probably already know, of course that's Jesus. And why in the world would you call somebody a Word? And I guess you'd call him a Word because Jesus is the expression of God, just like the Bible is the expression of God, the Word of God. So in Jesus, God was expressing himself to human beings. The Word was made flesh and dwelt among us. That's the Bethlehem story. And let's put those two verses together now. The Word was there in the beginning with God, and the Word was God. And the Word, which was God, became flesh at Bethlehem and lived among us. And this is simply the fulfillment of what Isaiah prophesied in what we call chapter 7 a long time ago, about a virgin would conceive and bring forth a child, and he'd be God with us. This is who Jesus is. He's God with us. And I believe that I believe that this Word is true, and I believe that Jesus is real. And the reason I believe that Jesus is real is because I've met him, and I hope you have too. That'll be the best Christmas that you've ever had if you don't know Jesus, and you realize that, hey, this is what this is really all about. It ain't what the devil's got painting a picture of, all the hustle and bustle out there. It's about knowing Christ, who's God, and became one of us at Bethlehem. We'll see you next week on the Sunday morning. See you then.